Here is our power ranking of the Airbenders in the Avatar world, not including avatars. Number 8, BUMI.
I can't figure this thing out!
While the United Forces commander may act like a goof on the surface, in reality, some of that perceived incompetence actually masks genuine skill.
Yeah!
So when BUMI gained the ability to airbend, he was able to use the skill to hold his own in battle.
Look what can be done in only a few short weeks of practice!
Applying techniques he learned from Tenzin to outmaneuver some of the most powerful benders in the world. Number 7, Kai. Before harmonic convergence, Kai survived the streets by resorting to a life of theft.
I found him slipping away.
I was going to the bathroom.
With your sack of gold?
I told you I found that on the road.
Enough with the lies, kid. I want the truth.
The truth is, he's the outlaw. He spent his entire life as an orphan until he got adopted by a real nice family about 6 months ago.
So once he received airbending abilities, Kai was quickly able to adapt the art into a means of amplifying his abilities as a thief. But his skill didn't end there. After being captured by the Dai Li, Kai was able to hone his abilities to a level that helped him facilitate his escape. And trained by Tenzin and JINORA, Kai was able to advance his skill even further, often outmatching the other students.
Stay light on your feet and you'll never feel the stinging rash cactus.
Number 6, OPAL. As a brand new airbender, OPAL displayed that she was truly a natural at the skill. Only shortly after gaining airbending, she was able to impress the Avatar.
Wow, you're a natural.
You really think so? Thanks.
Perform powerful and advanced airbending techniques, and even break up a fight between two master metabots.
What are you two doing? You're sisters. Why would you want to hurt each other?
Number 5, APPA. That's right, APPA. It's easy to forget that sky bison are airbenders too. In fact, they are where human airbenders learn their techniques. And in order for APPA to get up into the sky, usually with 3 to 5 people and a lemur on his back, he needs to bend the currents of the air around him. And keep in mind that according to this poster, APPA weighs about 10 tons. So it definitely takes a powerful airbender to lift that.
You did it, Sokka!
He's flying! He's flying! Katara, he's...
I mean, big deal, he's flying.
Number 4, JINORA. At age 11, JINORA officially broke her grandfather's record of being the youngest ever airbending master. While her physical bending skills are spectacular, where she truly shines is on the spiritual side. Able to connect with the spirits with ease, it wasn't long before her spiritual airbending techniques advanced immensely, giving her an ability that is so rare that JINORA herself is the only known airbender able to accomplish it. That ability is spiritual projection. Not only was she able to use this as a tool for reconnaissance, but she even was able to help Korra defeat Unalaq and Vaatu. Number 3, Zaheer.
Now that man's a leaf.
A student is only as good as his master.
After harmonic convergence gave countless non-benders throughout the world the gift of airbending, nobody excelled more than Zaheer.
It means that when you base your expectations only on what you see, you blind yourself to the possibilities of a new reality.
Thanks to a lifetime of studying airbender philosophies and techniques, Zaheer was extremely well suited to rapidly master the art.
You seem to know a lot about airbender history for someone who just got airbending.
So unlike other new airbenders, he had a great handle on how to use his abilities from the very beginning.
Hold it right there!
While he may have been outmatched one-on-one, the fact that he was even able to hold his own with Tenzin, a master who had spent his whole life perfecting his bending, is a tremendous feat. But not being tied to the exact morality that comes with airbender culture, Zaheer was willing to use his airbending for some dark and powerful techniques. And let's not forget that Zaheer is the first non-avatar airbender since Guru Lahima to gain the ability of true flight.
Let go your earthly tether.
Release the Avatar!
Enter the void.
This is your last warning!
Empty and become wind.
No! Stop!
Did he just fly?
Number 2, Tenzin.
How about that?
As the son of Avatar Aang, it's no wonder Tenzin was a powerful airbender. He was really the last means of passing on the ways and traditions of the old airbenders, but also was forced to adapt to a rapidly changing world.
The Air Nation will reclaim its nomadic roots and roam the earth. But unlike our ancestors, we will serve people of all nations, working wherever there is corruption and discord to restore balance and peace.
While he did struggle with his spiritual side at times,
You've never been into the spirit world?
But you used to spend days in the temple meditating.
Trying to get in. It never happened. It's my greatest shortcoming as an airbender, spiritual leader, and son of Aang.
he was eventually able to recognize his fault and work to overcome it.
I've spent years studying the techniques and theories of ancient spiritual leaders. Now that the Avatar needs me, it must be my time.
And in combat, we've seen that he can certainly hold his own, even when outnumbered. Number 1, Monkey GYATSO.
But the true secret is in the gooey center.
While admittedly we didn't see a ton from Monkey GYATSO throughout the series, what we did see of him shows us just how powerful of an airbender he was. When Aang stumbled upon the scene of his tragic demise, at first glance you might think, well, he was defeated. How powerful can he be? But take a closer look at the scene. Monkey GYATSO's body is surrounded by the bodies of dozens of firebenders, leading us to believe that Monkey GYATSO first took on and defeated these countless firebenders to defend his own people. And by the looks of it, he won. However, he must have taken a fatal injury, causing him to rest in the corner where he eventually passed. Let's also not forget that he is the one who trained Avatar Aang in the art of airbending, and his student became the youngest airbending master ever at the time. That doesn't happen without a great teacher. And finally, and maybe most importantly, Monkey GYATSO embodies what it means to be an airbender spiritually.
But we can't concern ourselves with what was. We must act on what is.
He has a clear affinity towards peace. Even when the stakes are high, he never abandons kindness.
I'm not going to let them take you away from me. Aang?
And in the face of opposition, he demonstrates that he truly cares for others.
All I want is what is best for him.
But what we need is what's best for the world.
Oh yeah, and did you see him absolutely wreck those other airbenders with his cakes? Now that's an airbending master.
Your aim has improved greatly, my young pupil.